Hello, my name is Brittany Perez. I am a master's candidate in the Lamar University accounting program. Today, I'll be presenting my financial statement analysis of 12 major publicly traded companies. This analysis spans from 2019 to 2023 and evaluates financial strength across multiple industries and sectors. This serves as my oral defense of my final report. Now, let's move on to the abstract section. This project analyzes the financial performance of 12 major publicly traded companies over a 5-year period from 2019 to 2023. The goal was to identify which companies show the strongest potential for long-term investment opportunities, and we're doing this based off of profitability, liquidity, and growth. I examined and focused on 3 core metrics: earnings per share, EPS, return on equity, ROE, and revenue trends. That includes the current ratio, all of which help assess financial health and shareholder value. Next, let's move on to the process section. My process began by completing a series of 5 smaller financial analysis projects assigned earlier in the course. Each of these have focused on the 12 different companies, and each has given me hands-on experience evaluating the financial health across multiple different avenues of analyzing the financial reports of each company. Once all 5 projects were completed, I combined the data from those projects into a master Excel file. That file served as the backbone to this report. After consolidating everything into the master Excel file, I wanted to ensure I had representation across sectors, all sectors, or as many as I can, find relevant to my current life. And these sectors included tech, retail, energy, health, and transportation. The variety helped highlight how different industries responded to similar economic conditions. I collected 5 years of financial data for each company from MarketWatch, Yahoo Finance, and Macro Trends. I recorded the EPS, ROE, and revenue, net income, and current ratio for each year. In Excel, I used formulas to calculate averages, growth percentages, and year-over-year comparisons. And not only that, I created multiple different visualizations, some of which are featured in this poster. I also created individual company tabs and a summary dashboard to compare all 12 companies in one place. This allowed me to sort and filter data quickly, spot trends, and create side-by-side visualizations of key metrics. That dashboard became the foundation of the investment comparison table and the rankings that you will see in this poster. I also created charts using the Excel graphing tools, which I later exported and format to fit the layout of this visual poster. So in essence, my report is a comprehensive extension and synthesis of every project I've completed throughout this course. Now, let's hop into the introduction and background. This section gives context to the numbers. From 2019 to 2023, companies dealt with massive challenges: COVID-19, inflation, supply chain disruption, and we also changed presidents. For example, tech companies like NVIDIA thrived due to the digital demand and growth of AI in our everyday life, while airlines like United Airlines struggled severely. Retailers like Ulta had to pivot to e-commerce, while healthcare companies like United Health Group faced rising demand and cost pressures. This background helped shape my understanding of how different business models help hold up under stress and how financial results reflect both strategy and adaptability. So, as the result of this analysis and report, my analysis identified NVIDIA, United Health Group, and Ulta Beauty as the top 3 companies. These companies consistently performed well across all 3 metrics: profitability, growth, and liquidity. Deliverables included comparison tables, investment ratings, and visuals, highlighting company performance. So throughout the struggles that COVID-19 had provided, these 3 companies prevailed in all aspects. NVIDIA had the highest liquidity, Ulta had the strongest ROE, and United Health Group had consistently high earnings per share. To look at this deeper, let's go ahead and check out this table. The table I would like to highlight is located on the bottom. This table shows a direct comparison of the top 3 companies. Ulta Beauty had the highest return on equity at 40%. United Health Group had the highest earnings per share at $23.86. And NVIDIA had the highest current ratio, which suggested the strongest liquidity with 3.5. These numbers help support my recommendation that all 3 are strong long-term investments. Next, let's take a look at the 3 graphs located on the top. These charts show revenue and net income growth over time for each of the top 3 companies. You'll notice that all 3 companies show steady or rising trends. NVIDIA had strong jumps in net income during the AI boom. United Health grew more steadily, but at a massive scale. Ulta's recovery post-COVID reflects strong customer loyalty and effective omnichannel sales. Being able to see both revenue and net income together helped ensure that high revenue wasn't being offset by shrinking profit margins. Next, let's take a look at the investment recommendation table. This table shows my final investment recommendations across all 12 companies. The blue will represent buy, the light pink will represent hold, and the dark orange will represent avoid. Now, obviously, NVIDIA, United Health, Ulta Beauty, and Lululemon were represented as buys. Costco, Amazon, and others were placed on a hold due to current valuation or risk factors. United Airlines and Dutch Bros were both marked as avoid. United due to post-pandemic debt, and Dutch Brothers because of negative EPS and early-stage volatility. Now, mind you, Dutch Brothers did not become a publicly traded company until 2021, which may have contributed to this negative EPS. However, for now, just to be safe, we have marked Dutch Brothers as avoid. This is a visual system, helps summarize a lot of financial data into one clean investment strategy table. So next, I would like to check out the references. All of my information, including in the report, the Excel sheet, and this poster, comes from 3 major websites: MarketWatch, Macro Trends, and Yahoo Finance. I made sure to cross-check data between sources to ensure accuracy, and all charts and tables are based on the reported numbers from 2019 to 2023. So in conclusion, this project helped me develop real-world financial analysis skills. I learned how to assess company performance using hard data and how to visualize trends and how to communicate those findings early. Combining multiple individual projects into this master analysis allowed me to think critically and strategically across industries. NVIDIA, United Health Group, and Ulta Beauty emerged as top performers because of their strong fundamentals, consistency, and adaptability. Thank you for your time and for the opportunity to present my findings. And as always, this is on the basis of an educational point of view. You do not have to take my findings seriously. Have a great day.